Alright. Why is he... I thought he was bagging sausages then, but he's not. He's tenderising the meat. Hello, Magdalene. Hello, Hans. Hans. Do you need something? I just wanted to see what you were doing. How are you doing? How are you doing? Fine enough. Weather's getting colder. And the family? Healthy and hard-working. Simon's taking care of the winter provisions. He's a good boy. Proud of him. And you know how beautiful and kind-hearted Jutta is. Just like a mother. I don't know how I got so lucky. She's a miracle. She will marry a good man soon, I'm sure. There aren't too many options in Tassing, though. Do you have someone who went? There aren't too many options in Tassing, though. A few. They better keep their eyes open, though, or they'll miss out on her. That young Otts is a good man, I've noticed. He's solid enough. I'm not so sure about him. His eye seems to wander. What's really? He's a fool. He's so... What's really? He's a fool. Maybe he acts like a boy sometimes, but he's on the town council. That says a lot about his character. All the same, when Jutta has children one day, they'll be beautiful and kind like their mother. There are worse things to be, I guess. I did my best to raise her right, but her best qualities are all hellyweg. You give yourself a little credit, Hans. I miss her. I don't remember her. Give yourself a little credit. Kind of you to say, Magdalene. I should get back. Until later. Until then. We've just had a conversation, Hans. Oh, hello, Magdalene. Hello, Magdalene. How's the weather? We've been preparing for the feast in here all day. Fresh and brisk, perfect for a walk. Cold than usual. I'm glad to be indoors now. Too damn cold. It's like this winter will never end. Winter is coming. Winter is coming, Jon Snow. Fresh and brisk, perfect for a walk. Better you than me. I'll stay in here where I can keep my fingers warm. You better keep your fingers out of my door, Master Bauer. That's not what Matilda sounds like, but we're going with it. I didn't do anything. You snuck your little fingers into my cookie dough 3 times today. Do it again, and I'll wrap your knuckles with the back of my spoon. Don't anger Mistress Matilda, Simon. Yes, sir. Sorry, Mistress Matilda. We need enough dough to make cookies for the entire town. You can't be eating it all. Anyway, what did you come in for, Magdalene? I was hoping you could tell me what you remember about the revolt. I was too young to remember much of it. No one ever seems to talk about it, and Mistress Matilda and Master Voxlov, you two were the only ones left who used to live in the abbey. The only ones who stayed, anyway. Matilda and I have been friendly enough with the people in town. We put it behind us in time. You can imagine the other brothers had a little reason to remain. Poor old Adoc's heart gave out that night, because we made the potion, but we didn't get it to him. It was all too much for him, God rest his soul. I'm not sure what happened to the others, all gone in any case. But the whole thing is a sensitive subject, Magdalene. Why are you asking? I want to honour everyone who fought in the revolts at the Rat House mural. I want to portray the event truthfully in the mural, so I'm trying to hear everyone's account of the events. Talk to some others, but the stories seem to conflict. I want to hear your perspective so I can put them around. I want to portray the events truthfully. For the sake of seeing it portrayed right, I'll tell you what I remember. Wait, Magdalene, here, come cut out cookies with me first. That way we don't fall behind while we chat. We'd be grateful for the help. Alright, Magdalene, cut out cookies from the dough and set them aside so Simon can put them in the tray. We need a good number and in a variety of shapes, so don't hesitate to change the cutter you use. We have enough for the whole village. We have to have enough for the whole town after all, for the whole village. Right. Can I rotate this? I can rotate it. Right, okay, let's get... Let's get really good. Let's get these corners sorted out. We don't want them too thin at the edge though. Press. Cut. That work? Press. Cut. Press. Cut. Why will you not let me do it here? How many people are in town? Three. Four. Why will you not let me cut? Balls, I didn't want it there. Select. Select. Press. Rotate. Quite detailed birds, actually. Right, now spin it upside down. Release. Cut. Oh, come on. Please work, please work, please work. Nice. Nice. Some circles. I mean, there's not really much I can do with the circles, is there? Maybe we can squeeze a couple of heart shapes in there. What's on the other side of the circle? One. Two. Three. Four. I don't know how many birds that is, but... Press, rotate it. This is so meticulous and just stupid. Isn't going to work, is it? No. What if? Two. Whoa, no, that's not going to work. God damn it. Oh, come off it. That's perfect. You know that's perfect. Gonna have to be that one then, isn't it? Press, rotate, release. Bit big to do that, isn't it? You know that that would work. You know that that would work. I must have been really good with my space saver. For God's sake. Give me this stupid thing. Let me flip it round. That was fine. 1, 2. What's wrong with that? Oh, piss off. If I can we? That's fine as well. You know it's fine. Then we do a round one there. There. And then what you do is you scrumple all the dough up and you roll it out again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. 1, 2. $28. That's not bad, is it? Surely. Are you done? Those look wonderful, thank you. What? We made enough cookies for everyone. 28 people. That's a small town. Those look wonderful, thank you. You can make more if you want, but it looks like we have enough. I think that's good for now. Thanks for helping, Magdalene. We'd better keep going if we want to have everything ready for the procession tonight. So, what can we tell you, Mags? I heard the Sardaukar came into town before the revolt and warned everyone to leave the abbey alone. Could things really have been talked out, or was it too late by then? Why didn't anybody listen? They were trained soldiers, and they killed so many people. Did the abbey really think threatening you would work? Was it too late by then? There are some people who wanted to talk. Master Mailer worked hard to keep the peace, but after Otto was killed... Oh, Andreas. A shame how he died. We at the monastery were fond of him. Clara said she and the other peasants felt the same way. Dad said he was instrumental in keeping the revolt from getting out of hand. He regrets not standing by him. Yeah, because this is all about his regrets. Yes, he was. He had a personal dinner with the abbot to try and discuss things, I believe. A pity they didn't come to an agreement. Yes, Andreas did a lot of good for Tassing, and Kersau too. Even if the old abbot failed to admit it. He even revealed corruption in our own midst. The poor Prior Ferenc had been doing witchcraft in the church. I still grieve that he died in that abbey fire. I know your father does too, Magdalene. But wasn't the revolt in general justified? Would it have been best to leave the matter alone? It sounds like no one should have opposed the abbey at all. Wasn't the revolt in general justified? Yes, I think so. We couldn't even collect in the forest without a fee. Dad kept saying we couldn't live with the higher taxes. The night Otto died, the abbot was trying to excommunicate everyone for celebrating St. John's Eve. A lot of people thought the abbot killed him in revenge. Turns out it was Hannah, the innkeeper's wife. I still say she was pressured into it by the miller. Still, after Otto and Ulrich, that was too much. We burned the mill, and both bastards inside. The abbot promised to help if Andreas found the person who killed Otto. All we wanted was to talk. But didn't you say you just burned down the mill? But the abbot ordered the Landsknecht to stop you. You mean no one was supposed to burn the abbey down? Why would anyone want that? We sought justice, not murder. But it was too much for Peter. Lennart was one thing, he just killed Ulrich. But to burn down the abbey... But when the Landsknecht saw the fire, they thought they had another revolt on their hands. Even Father Gano couldn't stop them, and we all fled. Father Florian saved as many as he could, but... Peter was wrong to burn the abbey, but what the soldiers did, that was awful. Dad died protecting me, stabbed in the chest. I don't even remember what he was wearing. But I remember how dark the blood was when we found him. Almost black, and sticky like treacle. Dad socked one of the soldiers in the face, but that was... but another was right there. Right. Dad socked one of the soldiers in the face, but another was right there, and... Magdalene, can we stop talking about this? Of course, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to upset anyone. Yes, thank you for talking to me. I'll do my best on the mural. Yes, thank you for talking to me. I'll do my best on the mural. Good luck. We'll see you at the procession later. Until then... Oh, almost. Back to decide how we paint it then, I guess. Cookie cutter champion, I think you'll find. The mini-games are quite fun in this. They're not too focused on... Is that... No, that's Anna. Hello, Magdalene. God bless you, Magdalene. Kids, Why is one called Andreas? Is it because he saved Paul? I don't think Klaus is going to make it out the night. Truly, I don't. And we still can't paint this. Right, journal or map. Tell me what I'm supposed to do. Was that a flying snail? I need to go and see the midwife. That map is so useful, and I never even know. I never even knew it showed objectives. So when I play this game again, and I will be playing this again, we'll see how it goes. Agnes? Magdalene Druckian, I don't expect to see you today. How's your father? He's not well, honestly. I'm sorry, I'd rather talk about it today. He's doing better today. He's not well, honestly. Oh, no, I'm so sorry. You'll be in our prayers tonight. Ours as well. Now then, is there something we can help you with, dear? Agnes, you're old. You remember things that happened in town, right? I have a small favour to ask. Oh, go on then, spit it out. If it isn't too much trouble, I'd like you all to recount what you remember about the revolt. I'm nearly done with the mural, but I need more details. I was so young I don't remember much about that night. Oh, for that project of yours in the rat house, I'm afraid I don't have much good to say about the matter, but alright. Sit down, Magdalene. Don't worry about helping with the wreaths. It took me years to get the technique up to Mum's expectations, so you're better off not helping. You always did fine, Brigitte. So, Magdalene, what do you want to know to finish the... What do you need to know to finish the mural? I was hoping to ask you more about the revolt. All I can remember was the flames when the abbey burned. What part of the revolt? The abbot starving us out for home and house? House and home? Otto's murder? I doubt that would be a good painting. I thought the abbot of Cassau was acting in his rights. Seems like the abbot in Cassau wasn't on very good terms with Tassing. I thought there was an attempt to talk to the abbot. There was, until Otto was killed. After that, the monks shut themselves up in the abbey library. Meanwhile, the bastard abbot only ever cared for how many fennings he could get from us. Bridget, don't forget to twist in the ends. Couldn't have it looking like a Christmas hedgehog. I'm getting there, Mum. I looked after Martin and Kraft well enough, haven't I? I can manage this. Yes, well, after your father died, I've got no one left to nag besides you and that husband of yours. This is not helping me, is it? Thank God I have the both of you, as a matter of fact. Let an old woman have her vices. The girl at the house was a bit sad. Jorg always gets quiet this time of year. Whatever for? But it's Christmas. Whatever for? I reckon because that family had hard pressed since Peter died. Tassing's lost a good number of folk over the years, and feast days and celebrations make it harder to bear. You mean the revolt, right? The revolt, the murders, that fool Andreas had to meddle in everything. Don't do too much good if you ask me. Andreas Mahler, the artist, I thought he was my dad's friend. You mean Master Mahler? Dad said that none of that was his fault. Dad said Master Mahler made some mistakes, but that he was seeking justice for everyone in town. Yeah. And I think your father is right in that, and yet, he'd already meddled enough in Tassing after that Baron's murder that he held more sway than he knew. I could understand it the first time. He wanted to save that old monk, I dare say he saw him as a father. And it was proven the prior was a witch. So I suppose he did some good in Tassing then. I think Boleslav might be the only person in Tassing who remembers the old prior. That's when the troubles started, I say. The townsfolk saw a monk killed, and the abbey was incensed. Then came the revolt, and Andreas Smaller happened to show up the day of Otto's murder. The revolt accomplished anything? Dad always said townsfolk didn't stand with the peasants as long as they could have. I always heard the night was a slaughter. Why didn't anyone stop the peasants? Townsfolk didn't stand with the peasants. Well, I won't begrudge Klaus in his opinion, even if he's wrong. A shame it had to happen at all, I think. I knew the rebellion, I knew the revolt was a bad idea from the start. Old Boleslav would be the only one to know what happened inside the old church now, before the fire. Some like to say things were always this bad, that violence was the only way, but it wasn't. Life got worse over the years. It wasn't like this when I was a child, not in my grandparents' time either. Sure, the abbot was pinching the townsfolk and the peasants were suffering, but to go against the church. But like you said, things weren't always so bad. We fought to make things right. But things got better at the end, right? Even if so many people died? Well, the revolt didn't totally fail, did it? The monks and the abbots left. Doesn't seem like things have got much better. The monks and the abbot left. The abbey might be gone, but Tassing has only traded one lord for another. The peasants were so angry over the abbot's perceived injustices, they thought they could make it right with even more injustice. Then the abbey caught fire and everybody ran. But by then the soldiers had arrived to stop them all. That soldier even warned Peter, but nothing would stop him besides steel. So, nothing got better at all. No, not that I see it. The Lord is just as severe as the abbot was, and threatens force at every turn. That's life. You can struggle and die to accomplish something, and nothing changes. The dead are luckier. They died believing they'd change something. We're stuck with harsh reality. This is all you've known, Magdalene. You've grown used to it. We all have. Thank you for sharing your story with me. It's important to share our suffering with the younger generations. Maybe they can change something. Good luck on the mural, Magdalene. Good luck, Magdalene. Is it mural time? It's 8 o'clock though. It's probably festivities time. What's Hill Peter doing? He's got a right groove on. Christ, it's too damn cold. Shut your mouth, boy. We've done this festival every year. You won't die standing here for 5 minutes. Oh, God, you made it, Magda. I was getting worried you'd miss the procession. I wouldn't miss the personal laugh for the world. I was busy trying to finish the mural. Truth be told, I'd rather be inside by the fire. I wouldn't miss it for the world. The costumes are just too wonderful to miss, aren't they? I remember the mask scared me when I was little. She's starting. The hell is this? Oh, Artemis looks so lovely. I'd love to be the bright saint one year, leading off all the demons into the woods. This is so pagan. That's the only type of boys that'll follow you, Artemis. Apollo, stop that. Sorry, Mom. Christina, see the Pentiment? So scary. I don't like it. Shh, Atreus, you're alright. They're only costumes, big masks that our neighbours are wearing, remember?